Okay, see, I love videos like this because I can provide hardcore proof that we're being lied to. We're literally being lied to by people that know the truth, but will lie straight to our faces to protect themselves, their image, whatever the hell they want to protect right now. The NBA, I guess, maybe they're made to lie because their players have fallen left and right. I don't know. Okay, let me get to this. You're gonna want to watch this video because the findings I'm gonna show you here are, in my mind, incredible, and they're sickening as well. You all know that Steve Kerr has complained so much about the Golden State Warriors season so far, season schedule, being the toughest he has ever seen. And the whole story in the NBA is that the NBA players that are getting injured so much, it's all due to the hard schedule. They're putting their bodies through a lot more than players used to. They're playing too many back-to-backs, all that other stuff. Now, let me bring some hardcore statistics so you can look at what Steve Kerr is describing as a hard freaking schedule. And then I'm gonna literally explode it into space because I'm gonna compare it to 4 other NBA schedules of teams that Steve Kerr was a part of, at least some of them. And they're way harder than what the Golden State Warriors are playing right now. So check this out. Steve Kerr has been complaining about the schedule for the 2025-26 Golden State Warriors season. The Golden State Warriors this season have 82 games scheduled in 174 days. 82 games in 174 days. That gives them 92 days off from games during the season. So they have 92 games off to practice, to rest, to do what the heck ever they want. They have more days off than they have to play, okay? 82 games in 174 days, 92 days off. They have 4 days off before the All-Star game and 3 days off after the All-Star game. And they have 12 back-to-backs during the whole season. A whole freaking 12. Okay? Now I'm going to go and show you statistics for 4 separate teams. 85-86 Chicago Bulls, 89-90 Chicago Bulls, 94-95 Chicago Bulls, and the 97-98 Chicago Bulls. So let me start with the earliest one, which is the 85-86 Chicago Bulls. They had 82 games scheduled in 171 days, meaning that they had 89 days off from games during the season. So already you can see that the Golden State Warriors have 3 extra days off between games, but this is nothing. This is just the beginning. Okay? The Bulls had only 2 days off before the All-Star game and 2 days off after the All-Star game, where the Warriors had 4 before and 3 after to take a rest in the middle of the season. Now, you remember I said that the Warriors played 12 back-to-backs, right? The 85-86 Bulls played 21 back-to-back games. Almost double. 21 back-to-backs. 21. Now let me move on to 1989-1990 Chicago Bulls. They also have 82 games scheduled in 171 days, meaning they have 89 days off from games during the season. So the Warriors also have 3 more days off than the Chicago Bulls. Now, 2 days off before the All-Star game and 2 days off after the All-Star game. And you know how many back-to-backs those 1989-90 Bulls had? The Warriors had 12. The Bulls, 20 freaking 4. 24 back-to-backs, people. Now let me move on to the 1994-95 Chicago Bulls. 82 games, again, in 171 days, meaning they have 89 days off from games during the season. Again, 2 days off before the All-Star game and 2 days off after the All-Star game. Back-to-backs, 20 freaking 1. 21 back-to-backs. To the Warriors 12, and they're crying. The last one I'm going to compare is the 1997-1998 Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman. Top of the dynasty right there. They were the top team. And you know what? They played 82 freaking games in 170 days, meaning they have 88 days off from games during the season. That's less than any of the teams I just mentioned, including the Warriors. Less rest. Did you hear anybody freaking complain? Do you know how many back-to-backs that Chicago Bulls team had? 20. 20 back-to-backs. And on the fly here, I'm going to do a quick search, which I want to mention to you because I forgot to check this. 1997-98 Bulls. We're going to go into the Basketball Reference. And I want to see something. I'm going to tell you something also. The biggest star in the NBA at the time, Michael Jordan. Even though he played in the full playoffs and won a championship, he had the least amount of games of rest. He had 20 back-to-backs, and he played 82 freaking games in that season. 82 games in 97-98, 82 games in 96-97, and 82 games in 95-96. All three of those seasons, he played 82 games. Played 82 games in less time than teams do today, and had more back-to-backs, almost double. Did you hear any of them complain? Did you hear any of them use load management? Did you hear any team complain like this little crybaby Steve Kerr now does? And all he does is complain. Complain, play the victim, all that stuff. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand it. This literally proves I'm not comparing one team to one team. I'm comparing today's Warriors schedule that Steve Kerr made a huge deal about, mentioning shortening the season and maybe more load management and this and that, to 4 separate seasons, 4 or 5 years apart, of the Chicago Bulls. And you know what? 2 of those seasons, Steve Kerr was actually a part of those Chicago Bulls teams. And he was a part of it. And he played those games and he had less rest. But you know why he doesn't understand it? Because he was a freaking role player averaging 17 minutes a game. Not carrying the load. You didn't hear Michael Jordan complain. You didn't hear Scottie Pippen complain. You didn't hear Dennis Rodman complain. Phil Jackson complain. Nobody. Today's NBA is a joke. Today's NBA coaches are a joke. Steve Kerr complains. I just made a video about Stan Van Gundy saying the dumbest stuff you could probably imagine. Those are today's NBA coaches. That's today's NBA culture. That's what the players are supposed to learn toughness from, hard work and discipline from. This cuddling, this daycare treatment, like Charles Oakley called it. This is ridiculously embarrassing. And I hope that this video reaches some important people so they can share this information because I am tired of listening to these crybaby coaches and crybaby players complaining about too many games and more, having them allowed to have load management and all that kind of stuff. I'm tired of it. Most of real NBA basketball fans are tired of it. This is not supposed to be happening. End it. It doesn't have any place in the NBA. The NBA has become soft, weak, and embarrassing. Thank you for watching. Comment section is open. I think this thing's gonna get hot. Waiting for your comments, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.